easy seat, we're just going to roll our shoulders back a couple times. Letting go of any muscles that are tight in the front of the body, like the neck or the chest or throat. Wake up those muscles of the upper back by squeezing the shoulder blades together and down. After a couple good circles, then we'll move the opposite direction, bringing the shoulders forward. You can get your arms involved in this as well, whatever works for you, but nice, big, exaggerated circles. Good, and then do one more back, and then hold it there. So we're sitting up nice and tall, our shoulders are back and away from our ears, but they're stacked over our hips. Hands are relaxed on our lap or legs, and we'll take a couple nice deep breaths. And on your next exhale, gently lower your chin to your chest, find length through the back of the neck. And begin to ease your ear towards your shoulder. Find length through the side of the neck and throat, and then come back through center, opposite side. And just do that a couple times, each direction. Moving at your own pace. Good. Let's come back through center. Bring your left ear towards your left shoulder if it's not already there. Pick up the right hand, flex the wrist, press away through the palm. Feel that stretch down the arm, through the neck, and breathe deeply. Good. Let's release. Chin to the chest, right ear towards the right shoulder. Pick up the left hand, flex the wrist, press through the palm. Good. Let's bring the hand back to the lap, chin to the chest, lift the head up. Bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back and together, reaching the hands away from the tailbone, open the chest and look upwards. And release. And we're going to come onto our hands and knees. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's do a couple cat-cows to wake up the back of the body. So exhale, arch the back, look back towards your toes, and then inhale, round the spine. So again, move at your own pace. Start off small, gradually get bigger as your body gets more comfortable, moving through these postures. Good, let's do one more. And then neutral spine, sink the hips back towards your heels, walk the arms out in front of you, find that length through the arm, space in the upper back as we hold this child's pose, and take a couple deep breaths. And now let's lift the head, neck, and chest up, bringing the hips up over the knees. Right hand's going to come to the mat, back of the hand to the floor under your chest. Thread the needle. So we're sliding the right hand over to the left side, lowering the right shoulder, right ear down towards the floor. Find some space between the shoulder blades, along the upper spine. Good. Let's gently release. Press into the left hand to help lift the body. And then bring the right hand down to the mat, under the right shoulder. Back the left hand to the floor. Slide it under the right arm to the right side, lowering the left ear to the floor. And breathe. Good. Let's release. Press into the right hand. Slide the left hand back. Plant it on the mat, and we're going to come into downward facing dog. So spread the fingers wide, distribute the weight, curl the toes, lift the knees off the floor, and then reach down through your heels. Maybe pedal the heels. This is our first one of our practice. So breathe deeply. Let go of any tension along the back side of the body. Good. Let's walk the feet forward. Come into a forward fold. Hold it here. Let the body relax. Feel that length, that stretch intensify through the hamstrings and lower back as we gently pull our chest in a little bit closer to the thighs, keeping the head and neck relaxed. And then begin to round up, stacking the back, drawing the shoulders back over the hips, lifting the chin off the chest. Take a couple deep breaths. Find a nice tall spine, strong body, and we're going to move into our sun salutations, moving with the breath. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, lift the arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhale, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower, knees, chest, and forehead, or chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, press through the palms, lift the chest. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release, arms by the sides. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhale, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Let's do one more set. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. And exhale, release. Arms by the side, shoulders back and away from the ears. Take a deep breath. And then we're going to move into triangle pose. So right foot back about astride, hip, shoulders, chest towards the right edge of the mat. Arms extended. Inhale. Exhale, reaching the left arm forward, then hinging sideways directly over the leg. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and breathe deeply. Find that space, that length along the right side of the torso, through the left inner thigh. And breathe. Good. On your next exhale, let's come back through center. And we'll move into Revolved Triangle. So keep the left foot where it is. Rotate the right foot about 45 degrees. Hip, shoulders, and chest towards the top of the mat. Exhale, right hand comes down. Planting the hand next to the left arch, or maybe our fingertips are resting along the left ankle or shin. So we can open the chest towards the left side of the room a little bit more. Drawing the left shoulder back, stacking it over the right, and feeling that stretch down the outside of the left hip, thigh, and maybe even to the upper outer left shin. Good, let's take a breath. Exhale, press into the feet to maintain balance. Lift the arms and the chest all the way up. Bring our arms down to our sides. We're going to step our right foot forward, back to mountain pose. Switching sides. Left foot back, hip, shoulders, and chest to the left edge of the mat. Arms extended. Inhale. Exhale, reach the right arm forward and hinge sideways over the right leg. And release, come on up. Keep the arms extended, rotate the back foot about 45 degrees, hip, shoulders, and chest come towards the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down, thumb next to the right arch, or maybe the hand is on top of the right leg. Rotate the chest towards the right leg and inner thigh, rolling the right shoulder back, and breathe. So remember, just a soft bend in the knee. We're not locking the joints or bending them deeply. Let's take another nice deep breath. And then as we exhale, press through the feet, lift the arms and torso. You can keep your chest forward, let your arms come down to your sides, and step the left foot forward next to the right. Shake out the legs, your shoulders. And then we're going to turn and face one of the long edges of our mat. Open our feet nice and wide for a wide leg forward fold. So our feet should be parallel to one another. We're starting with our hands on our hips. Let's roll the shoulders back, away from our ears, inhaling and exhaling, hinging forward. When we're halfway there, drop the fingertips down towards the mat for support. Continue to let the chest fold forward towards the space between the legs. Let the head and neck relax. Maybe gently shake your head left and right or up and down to release any tension through the neck and throat. Good, let's lift the head, neck, and chest up. We're going to inch our fingertips over towards the right leg. So rotate the chest, bring the center of the chest over the right thigh as we reach our hands towards the right foot or ankle. Good, let's walk our hands back through center and then over to the left, centering the chest in front of the thigh. Breathing deeply. Good, let's come back through center. Lift the head, neck, and chest up until they're about parallel with the floor. You may want to walk your feet in a couple inches here. We're going to move into our inner thigh stretch, and I find that if the feet are just a little bit closer together, we get a little bit more space to move into. So once we've planted the feet, keep the chest parallel with the floor. Let's take an inhale. And as we exhale, we're shifting the weight into the right leg, bending the right knee, reaching the tailbone back behind us, feeling that stretch all the way down the inside of the left leg. On your next exhale, begin to straighten out the right leg, inch the hands back towards the center, take a deep breath in, and exhale, bending the left leg now, reaching the tailbone back again, this time feeling the stretch down the inside of the right leg. Good, straighten out the left leg, exhaling, walk the hands back to the center, and let's lift the torso all the way up. Good, keep the legs wide, bring the hands around the back, now interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, look upwards, find space between the thumbs and the tailbone. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, hinge again. Keeping that space between the hands and the lower back, letting the hands fall as if they're going to drop down to the mat over your head. And now let's release the hands and lower the fingertips down to the floor. Plant the left hand under the center of your chest. Open the chest to the right side of the room. Lift the right arm up, stacking the right shoulder over the left, keeping the weight evenly distributed through the legs and feet. Good. Gently lower the chest so it's centered and facing the floor. Replace the hand on the mat. Now our right hand is glued down to the floor. We're lifting our left arm up, rolling the left shoulder back, stacking it over the right, looking towards the left edge of the room. Good. And let's lower the left arm down. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Let's round up, stacking the back. Shoulders back and away from our ears, and bring the feet together. Excellent. Shake it out. Okay, so let's work a little bit on our balance. Root down through the left foot, spread the toes wide, abs are drawn in, our shoulders are back and stacked over the hips. Focus your eyes on a point that's not moving, and when you're ready, we're going to bend the right leg and hug it up towards the chest. So it could be at hip height, it might be even a little bit higher today. That's fine. Just as long as your shoulders are back, we're breathing deeply, keeping our body nice and steady. Okay, so we're going to keep the right leg exactly where it is, but we're going to shift our grip. So we're only going to hold the right leg with the left hand. The right hand is either going to come to the hip or you can reach back with the right arm. We are rotating the chest towards the right. So the tricky part is changing our focal point. So find a point now on the right wall of your room as you rotate the chest, feeling it stretch through the back. Breathe deeply. Think about bringing your left side of your abdominals towards your right inner thigh. Good, let's come back through center. Bring the shoulders back over the hips and then lower the right leg down with control. Excellent. Shake it out, shoulders back. And we'll switch sides. Root down through the right foot now, knee is soft, shoulders back, abs engaged. When you're ready, pick up the left leg, hug it in towards your chest. Take a couple breaths here. And then keeping the right hand on the left knee or upper shin, we'll bring the left hand to the hip or maybe reaching back, opening the chest to the left side, switching our gaze to look now towards the left side of the room. Good, let's release, bring the chest forward, take a deep breath, and then lower the leg all the way down. Good, roll the shoulders out a couple times, maybe you want to swing side to side. Excellent. So let's keep our left foot grounded on the mat. We're going to cross the right ankle behind the left hand on the left hip, and right arm up. So take an inhale. As you exhale, lean to the left, reaching your fingertips nice and long towards the left side of your room, finding that stretch down the outside, the right side of the abdominals, the intercostal muscles, the hip flexor, maybe even the quad. And just breathe here, reaching a little bit more as you settle into the posture. Good, let's come back through center, right hand to the right hip. Bring the right leg back to the right side of the body, and now cross the left ankle behind the right, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, reach the left fingers towards the right, and again, we're not rounding forward, we're keeping the body stacked. Imagine we're sliding the shoulder blades along a wall. Good, let's come back through center and left foot back to the left side. Shake it out. And now come towards the back of our mat. Moving into chair pose, so feet under the body, toes forward, hands in prayer position. Let's move with our breath. As we exhale, bend the knees, reach back through the tailbone, sink down into that chair, building strength through the lower body. When we're as low as we can go, tuck the tailbone under. Find a point to focus on. Glance down, make sure you can see all your toes, make sure your kneecaps are pointing in the same direction as the middle toe on each foot. And now we'll move into our revolved chair. So let's take our left elbow, bring it between the knees or on the outside of the right knee, press into the palms, open the chest towards the right, and look past your fingertips. To check our alignment, we want to glance down and make sure that left knee has not crept forward. If so, pull it back. There should be a straight line across the kneecaps. Inhale. Exhale, releasing, coming through center. You can stand up if you need a break, or bring the right hand between the knees or to the outside of the left knee. Press through the palms, roll the left shoulder back. Pay attention to those knees. Don't let the right knee creep forward. Keep the hips back and down. Your knees, or your thighs, I should say, should be really warm. They're working hard. Let's hold this for one more nice deep breath. And then release, come through center and fold forward, fingertips down towards the floor, lift the heels. And let's balance here on the balls of the feet, walking our hands back, lifting the chest, stacking the shoulders over the hips, maybe inching our hands off the floor. Excellent. Let's bring our hands down, lower the knees, stretch the soles of the feet just for a breath or two. All right, and let's walk our hands forward. We're going to move into something that's called hurdler's stretch. So I want you to think about keeping your knees 90 degrees. So each leg is 90 degrees. So from our hands and knees, we're going to pull our left leg forward, and we're going to bring the shin ideally parallel with the top of the mat. So similar to our pigeon pose, but the right leg is going to be also bent 90 degrees. So the left shin is parallel to the top of the mat, the right shin is parallel to the right side of the mat. So you're kind of sitting on your left hip or left side. So once we're grounded here, I'd like you to think about bringing your hips, shoulders, and chest forward, facing the front of the mat. Inhale, both arms up, and then exhale, lean forward. So if you can, drop your hands down to the mat, ease the chest down little by little, and breathe. Good, let's walk our hands back. And we're going to switch sides. So I like to press into the palms and come back onto my hands and knees. I think that's kind of the easiest way to go about switching sides. And now we're going to bring our right leg forward. So again, working on that 90-degree angle or close to it. So you might need to sit down into the right hip and then readjust the leg. That's totally fine. So again, our right leg is 90 degrees, shin towards the top of the mat. Left leg is behind us, left shin along the left edge of the mat. Let's try and square the hips slightly. Bring the torso to face the front. Let's inhale our arms and exhale, hinge forward. Good. Let's take a nice deep breath, walk our hands back. We're going to keep the right leg in front of us, bent, but we're going to pull the right ankle in towards the left side of the body. We're moving into spinal twist. So the right knee is bent in front of us, knee is in line with the center of the chest. We're going to pick up the left leg, keeping it bent, and step to the outside of the right thigh. Ground down into the left hip. Bring the left hand behind the back. Inhale, right arm up, and exhale, lower it on the outside of the left thigh, opening the chest towards the left side of the room and looking over the left shoulder. Good, let's release, bring the chest forward, and we're going to switch our legs. So bring the right leg down to the ground now. Knee is bent in front of the center of the chest. Step the right leg across and sit down into the right hip. Right hand behind the back, sit up tall. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, lower on the outside of the right thigh, look over the right shoulder. Excellent, let's release, bring the chest forward. Slide the knees apart, soles of the feet together for bound angle pose. So we're sitting up tall, relaxing the outer thighs down towards the floor, inhaling, and as we exhale, lean the center of the chest towards the feet or ankles. Tuck the chin slightly so our upper neck is flat, and we have a nice long spine. And lift the chest, draw the thighs together, pull the abs in towards the spine, lean back, and lift the feet off of the mat for boat pose, so building strength through the abdominals and hip flexors. If you want more of a challenge, straighten out the legs. Good, let's lower the feet down to the mat. We're going to swing our legs around and move into Gait Pose. So this is the one that we need some space on either side. So you may find, like me, that facing the side of your mat is easier than facing front. So keeping the left knee anchored down to the floor, we're going to step our right foot all the way out to the right side. Right hand on the right hip, left arm up, again bicep next to the ear, and we're going to reach towards the right. So this is similar to the standing posture we did earlier with our ankles crossed. Our back is, imagine it's sliding along a wall, so we're not rounding forward, but keeping our shoulders stacked. Feeling the stretch of the right inner thigh, the left side of the torso. Nice deep breaths. And let's release, come through center. We're going to bring our hands down. We'll do that lift in a moment, but we're going to bring our hands down, sit our hips back on our left heel, and just fold forward. So kind of a modified child's pose here. Keep reaching to the right through the right foot. Good, let's lift the hips back up, stacking them over the bent leg. Bring the left hand to the left side of the body, under the left shoulder, right hand to the right hip. Let's use that medial glute, that outside muscle of the glutes that wraps the hip, and lift the right leg. So draw the abs, they are working as well to keep the body stable, and the leg lifted. Good, let's lower the foot down, bring the hands forward, and now we're stretching that muscle. So sweep the right foot back, all the way to the back left corner. Lower the right knee, draw it in next to the left leg, and then walk the left toes back towards the right corner. Create that space for the body as you walk your hips back, aiming to lower your sits bones between your heels. If they're not grounded, that's okay. Just keep the body supported with your hands. And then we're going to either bend the elbows and lower the chest towards the thighs or walk the hands out in front of us. Good, let's release, walk the hands back in so that they're next to the body. Press through the palms to lift the hips off the floor. And then bring your right knee back to the mat under the right hip, and we're going to switch sides. Starting with Gait Pose on the opposite side. Left foot steps out to the left. Lift the torso and shoulders up. Left hand on the left hip, right arm up, inhaling. Exhale as we reach over to the left. Good, let's come through center. And then bring your right hand, bring our hands down in front of us. We'll do that half child's pose first. So we're sitting down on the right ankle or heel and walking the hands out, stretching through the left inner thigh. Now let's lift the hips back up, right hip over the right knee. Walk the right hand over to the mat, under the right shoulder. Left hand to the left hip. Let's flex that medial glute, lifting the foot, drawing it in line with the body. Good, and release. Excellent. Hands forward for balance. Sweep the left leg to the back right corner. Lower the knee. And then walk the right toes towards the left corner of the room. And begin to ease the body back gently. Bending your elbows, lowering your chest towards your thighs. Maybe walking the hands out in front of you. Good. Let's release, walk the hands back, press into the palms. Come forward onto the knees so you can bring your left leg back over to the left side. And then just sit back on your heels in child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths. And let's lift the head up, look forward towards the space between your palms. Curl the toes and lift the knees and hips up, downward dog. Pedal your heels. And on your next inhale, take a big step forward with the right foot. Bring it between your hands. Let's come into our low lunge. Hips are down and forward. Now we're going to turn this into our extended side angle. So let's lower the left heel and foot down to the mat. Keep the right arm in place, but I'd like you to lift the left arm up, open the chest, rotate the chest towards the left side of the mat, tilt the chin up, and look at the left palm. So really find a nice long stretch down the left side of the rib cage, the space under the arm. through the hip flexors. Good. Now lower the left hand back down to the floor. Rotate the left foot, so we're back to the ball of the foot, back into our low lunge. Keep the left hand in place now, and let's reach our right arm straight up towards the sky, stacking the right shoulder over the left. Good. Lower the right hand down. Gently lower the left knee. Shift the hips back, straightening out the right leg for our hamstring stretch. Lowering the chest down towards the thigh. Good. Let's release. Walk the hands forward and step back. Downward dog. Switching sides. So inhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Set it up. Drop the hips down and forward. And now moving into extended side angle, rotate the right heel down to the mat. Press deeply into the left hand so we can reach our right arm up. Create that nice long line down the side of the body. Look up towards the right hand. Think about opening the chest and rolling the right shoulder back, stacking it over the left. Good. Now let's lower the right hand down under the shoulder. Come back onto the ball of the foot with the right leg. Now press through the right hand as you rotate to the left and lift the left arm up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Good. Lower the left hand down. Gently lower the right knee. Shift the hips back, straightening out the left leg. Lift the toes. Fold forward. Good. Walk the hands forward, lower the left toes. Let's sit back again to downward dog. Pigeon is next. Inhale, right heel all the way up. Bend the knee, and as you exhale, lower it down between the hands. Relax the left leg back. Take a breath and release, hinging forward over the right leg. And let's release, lift the head, neck, and chest. Walk our hands back to either side of the right leg. Curl the left toes, and let's press back to downward dog. Switching sides, left heel up. And as you exhale, bend the knee, draw it forward, plant it between the hands, relax the right leg back, and fold. Good. Let's lift the head, neck, and chest. Sit down into the left hip, swing the legs around. We're going to move into shoulder stand or legs up the wall. So set yourself up whenever you're ready, wherever you'd like. And lift on up, remembering that you can come down whenever you're ready. Point and flex the feet a couple times. Let the calves and ankles relax. Bring one leg overhead and reach away through the opposite leg. And gently switch directions. And then lower the toes down to the mat overhead, coming into plow pose. And then bring the hands down to the mat, bend the knees in towards the face, slide the legs down the front of the body, lowering the back and tailbone, and then the soles of the feet to the mat. Keeping the knees bent, hold it here for a deep breath. And then walk your heels in towards the glutes, reach your arms along the sides of your body, fingertips resting on the back of your heels. Tuck the shoulder blades under. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press through the feet, lift the hips upwards, draw the knees in slightly, and breathe, building strength through the glutes and hamstrings. Good, let's gently lower the hips down and hug the knees in towards the chest. Rocking side to side, gently massaging the back and kidneys. And then lower the left foot down. Stack the right leg on top. So bring the thighs together, stacking the right knee over the left. Bring your arms to your sides and gently lower the knees down to the left side. Gentle spinal twist. Good, let's switch sides. Knees back to the center. Place the right foot down on the floor and cross the left knee on top of the right. Gently lower the knees to the right side and look over the left shoulder. Good, let's bring the knees back up. And lower the legs down to the mat, heels about mat width apart, arms halfway between the hips and shoulders, palm side up. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back, close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting the whole body relax, sink down a little bit deeper into the mat. Let go of any thoughts, plans, or ideas. As your mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. Bring your awareness all the way down your body to your feet. My toes, feet, and heels are releasing and relaxing. My toes, feet, and heels are released and relaxed. My ankles, calves, and knees are releasing and relaxing. My ankles, calves, and knees are released and relaxed. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are releasing and relaxing. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are released and relaxed. My abdomen and lower back are releasing and relaxing. My abdomen and lower back are released and relaxed. My fingers, hands, and wrists are releasing and relaxing. My fingers, hands, and wrists are released and relaxed. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are releasing and relaxing. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are released and relaxed. My chest, back, and shoulders are releasing and relaxing. My chest, back, and shoulders are released and relaxed. My neck, head, and face are releasing and relaxing. My neck, head, and face are released and relaxed. My mind is calm, my breathing is even, and I am completely relaxed. Bring awareness back to your body. Gently lift your arms up overhead and lengthen the body, awakening it. Reach your arms to the right side and to the left side. And then gently roll onto your right, taking a nice deep breath. And push yourself back up to a seated position. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Namaste. Great job tonight, everybody. Thank you for working hard. I hope you will have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys Wednesday or next week. Good night.